And we're live.
We are live. Hi.
Hello, TMSM followers. It's been a long 2 weeks.
It has been. Are you happy to see us? Because we are surely happy to be talking to you tonight.
After last week, we really didn't know when that was going to happen again. So,
it was close there for a while, right?
It was. Last week, we'll get into that in a little bit, but last week was chaotic, but we will talk to you guys about that in a few minutes. Also, the text alerts didn't go out this week because I forgot to do it. I forgot to set it up because we were busy trying to get everything else in place. So that will start next time with the next live show. But before we get started too far, we have kind of a special announcement that we rumored we were going to do last week when we had our special guest who were going to reschedule all that. So we have a special announcement.
But first,
She stopped me.
I did. Because this is our anniversary show, and because we have a special announcement, and because we're giving you prizes, and it's going to be an amazing show, share this with your friends. Please, please, please.
That's
because
right.
it is going to be a great show. Okay, proceed.
Back to me.
Back to you.
Back to Scott. So anyway, again, like Michelle said, this is our 1 year anniversary show. It was going to be last week, but as you all know, some chaos happened, which we will talk about. But so this is actually our 1 year anniversary show. It is number show 49 because we did skip at the holidays 2 shows. So this is the 49th show, but it's been 1 year. It's been awesome. I didn't know it was going to last a year. I really didn't know.
No, actually, when we started, we had said, well, let's give it a try, because we had talked about it for a long time. And I said, well, let's try it. And if it goes well, great. And if it doesn't, just like with everything else that we've done with the Main Street Mouse, if it doesn't work, then that's okay, too. But at least it's the, the whole what ifs that I hate that part. So,
we always give it a shot. If it doesn't work, then we fix it and move on. But we at least had to try. And thanks to you guys, it's worked. And you guys love it, and we love doing it, and we love coming to you guys every week and being able to share our news with you and have our fun and make her laugh till she cries. It's just great, and I can't thank you guys enough for sticking by us for the year. So hopefully we're on to bigger and better things in the next year and growing from there.
Yes. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, definitely.
Before
you said something about a big surprise, though, an announcement.
I did. Okay, so... All right, so this is good. Are you ready? Because it's good. So, let me just say one thing. I was super disappointed last week for many reasons. And one of the big reasons was because about what we're about to tell you about. Because I was so excited and so proud of this little project that we're doing. And then to not be able to share it with you last Monday, it kind of broke my heart a little bit. So
and keep it secret for another week. I mean, even though we were done, we could have showed it on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. But last week, guys, everybody knows it's going to be a big show. Scotty Too Hottie and Stacey D were going to be here with us talking about everything they do in their site. And then Michelle had this great big announcement. She was all ready to run out with it. Just to give you a little background, the announcement and what you're going to see here in a moment started back when we did the Spooky Empire back in March. Is that correct?
March, yep.
March. We did the Spooky Empire convention here in Orlando, and we absolutely loved the convention. It's so great. And through that convention, we got to know a lot of friends. Yep. A lot of people have become our friends who are other vendors there. Plus, many of you come out to see us, which is just awesome. We love it when you guys come to visit. But one of the big things there is a place called Coffee Shop of Horrors, knockoff of Little Shop of Horrors. They are a coffee shop locally here, which they just have fantastic coffee.
It is seriously the best coffee. I mean, it's honestly, it really is. And I'm not just saying that because they're friends of ours. When we used to cover, like, Spooky Empire doesn't allow media in because they've had bad experiences, but they took a chance on us when we got to town a couple of years ago, so we're like the only media that gets to go in and cover, which is pretty cool. But then when we started being a vendor, we started to get to know people even more so, and one of the vendors that we got to know, like he said, was Coffee Shop of Horrors. So when we were there in October, I had went, because we always go, and I've talked to them before. The owner, Nick, is really nice, and Ashton, that works with them. And I've talked to him before because we've been going to 5 years now.
Something like that, yeah.
4 or 5 years. And
they give out free coffee, which is the best thing.
And it's the best coffee ever. And it is seriously the best coffee ever.
And you smell it through the entire venue, and they switch the flavor every hour or so.
Yeah.
But all the vendors, I mean, before they even open for the day, they're brewing, and then they shout, "Coffee's ready!" and all the vendors
and like everybody
run
goes.
there.
And then you can go all the whole convention long, and they keep switching. Like they have like a banana cream pie coffee, they have caramel coffee, they have all this really cool stuff. But anyway, so a little bit about them that Ashton's like key points. They make certified organic coffee, fair trade, single source, no artificial flavor or sugars, and well, go ahead. Should I just say it? Because I'm about to blow it right now.
Go ahead and blow it.
We're just going to blow it.
Are you guys ready?
Are you ready?
Ready. Hold on to your seat.
And part of the proceeds for a special blend are going to go to Give Kids the World. So can you imagine who's got their own coffee now?
Why, who?
We do.
So they've created a TMSM blend of coffee. It's called Madame Leota's Spectral Churro. So it is a churro flavored coffee that we're excited that they've done for the Main Street Mouse and for all you guys. So they
made it just for us.
They made it just for us. This is one they didn't even have before. This is something they brand new they did for us because we want to do something Disney themed, and what's more Disney than churros? I mean,
churros and our favorite attraction, the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go into it a little bit more. So, like I was saying,
actually, I'm gonna put the picture up there so they can kind of see it.
Part of the proceeds for this are going to go to Give Kids the World. Now, so it's excellent coffee for a cause.
So that's what I've got up there right now. So I can see that.
So, Coffee Shop of Horrors and we kind of got together. We talked about what kind of flavor, what kind of charity we want, what charity we thought Give Kids the World, because as most of you know, they bring Disney magic to kids like everywhere that really need the extra magic. So we thought it was kind of a no-brainer as far as involving Give Kids the World.
Exactly, definitely.
So not only is it amazing churro coffee, it's something that along with Coffee Shop of Horrors that we have like an endorsement. How cool is that?
It does. And Coffee Shop of Horrors does a lot of giving back. They do. They give back on almost everything they do, I believe. And that when they wanted to partner with us to do this, and then they came up with a flavor that we liked. And at first we were both kind of, churro, we don't know how it's going to taste. We had it, and it was fantastic. We've had it both in a cold brew and a hot brew.
Amazing.
I don't even like coffee, and I thought it was great.
You drank it.
I drank it. Mm-hmm. I was drinking hers. She wasn't drinking it fast enough. She was talking, and I was drinking. So it is just fantastic. You'll see, we just had the link up there a moment ago, but if you go to tmsm.shop/coffee, you can order your own today, and they do ship worldwide.
They do, and he just made a short link. Ashton from the coffee shop gave me the longer link. You can go to their website at Coffee Shop of Horrors, and you can see all their different flavors that they have. But the Main Street Mouse coffee is there. It's live. After this show tonight, we are going to. I have like a little blog going out explaining with the link as well. But please. Follow Coffee Shop of Horrors on Facebook, on Instagram.
Definitely.
They really took their time with us to come up with a quality product that is something that we can be proud of.
I don't know.
And it's something I'm so proud of. And I want to also give their artist came up with the design with the Haunted Mansion in the background, the Spectral Churro name. But if you look really close, Madame Leota is a cartoon me in the ball. Now, cartoon me in the crystal ball was courtesy of Suzanne that works with us. So thank you, Suzanne, for your contribution. Thank you to Ashton for being so wonderful to me and being such a good friend. I love you, and I'm so proud of this project. I think it's absolutely amazing. And Nick, we are thrilled to partner with you as well. You've been wonderful. These are really amazing, amazing people. And we are absolutely blessed and honored and humbled that they gave us our own coffee.
That's right. And it's going to get even better. I mean, there's a lot coming. They're actually opening up some new locations here in the future. But we're actually, we talked to Nick, we're actually going to go out there and do one of our lives from out there, one of these Monday nights. We're actually going to go to their shop, set up, and we're going to do the live from the coffee shop. So kind of be like an on-location TMSM Weekly Live. So as more details come out, we will definitely be sharing that with you guys. But just like we said, I put out that short link. It was on that image I shared with you guys. If you click on that link, it does take you to Coffee Shop of Horrors website to the link Ashton gave to Michelle. So it gets you to the same place, and there you can purchase the coffee, and it comes in different size bags. I believe it comes in either ground or
full bean. Yeah. You know, and if you have any questions too, I know that the lovely, lovely people at Coffee Shop of Horrors would be glad to answer any questions that you have. And I just want to get sappy for a second because these are people that I've gotten to see every year, and it's funny because when I talked to Ashton, and he didn't realize who I was because I'm not like that, but
he just thought you was a vendor.
He just thought I was a whatever. But when he realized, yeah, we run the Main Street Mouse, and he's like, I love you guys, and we're like, well, we love you too. Let's do something together. And my instant answer was yes, not even hesitation. Erica that works for us was talking to him in the booth, and she's like, they want to do something. Absolutely. Because I really feel that, we've been doing this long enough that if we are going to work with people and partner with people, it has to be somebody that we believe in, that we think are quality, that we think are wonderful people, and Coffee Shop of Horrors are definitely wonderful people. So please check them out. I will have a link up after the show. Suzanne already put it in the comments.
We'll have an ad on the site where you can also click that to get to their... get to them afterwards as well.
And it is really high quality coffee, and it smells fantastic. So I really hope you guys give it a try. Try our Spectral Churro coffee.
And even if you don't want to try this one, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but even if you don't want, they have so many different other flavors to try. So just go check them out, see what else they have. But like we said, a portion of the proceeds from every bag of this that sells will go back to Give Kids the World. So you know that when you're purchasing this, you are helping them out as well. So that's just a little bit of a give back we can finally do for somebody like that deserves it.
Yeah. Definitely. So we are really, really, really thrilled to be doing this, and I hope you guys support it and enjoy it, and it's really good coffee. Give them a try, and then keep watch too, because tomorrow we're going to probably do a giveaway on Instagram. But I am going to
gave it away.
That's a secret. But I'm going to be sharing the links, and I'm hoping to get to talk to Ashton later this week about how we want to promote it even more to get the word out. So please, once that blog comes out about 9 o'clock, if you could help share this video, because it really is for a good cause, and it's with good people. So I appreciate that.
And Ashton's answering questions in there now, actually.
Oh, good. Okay, hi, Ashton.
So he's helping out to just kind of field any questions that come in. But their staff is phenomenal there. I mean, they really are. They're good people. They really care about others. They're not in it to make a buck. They're in it.
They're wonderful people.
They're just wonderful people altogether. So please give them a follow on Instagram, follow on Facebook. If you're in the area and you can drive out there, go see them.
Yeah.
If you're not around but you can order online, do it.
They will ship it.
They will ship it to you guys.
And they also said when we work conventions, Ashton and Nick had said that we can take bags of our Main Street Mouse coffee with us to conventions to sell. So more information coming, but we just wanted to share the exciting news with you. We are so excited to be working with Coffee Shop of Horrors and being able to give back to kids, give kids the world. So any help you can give us with putting the word out, we'd appreciate it.
Appreciate it big time. And like Michelle just said, conventions will be at Magic City Con in June, and we will have it there with us. So anybody in the Alabama area that comes to Birmingham to see us, we will have bags of it with us. So if anybody wants to purchase it, we will have it.
Yes. So that's our big news.
That was big. It was a big announcement. We hope you guys will give it a shot. Let us know what you think about it once you do try it. Let us know if you guys liked it, and if you're reordering.
Yes. So thank you so much to the coffee shop and Suzanne for my little cartoon, and more information to come. But that was our big announcement, and we do have prizes to give away, but it's going to be towards the end of the show because we have other things to talk about first. So we're going to make you listen to us first.
Although one prize we are going to give away now. 2 weeks ago we said we were going to give away these little Haunted Mansion eggs, and then because of last week's show and all the chaos that ensued, we weren't able to announce that. So I would like to announce that these 3 little Haunted Mansion Hitchhiking Ghost eggs are going to Cheryl Thomas McCall.
Yes.
Cheryl, I don't know if you're watching. I haven't seen you, but that doesn't mean
Congratulations,
Cheryl. I have your address, so we will get those shipped out to you this week for you, and you should have them by the end of the week, I would guess.
So, so we were going to do more prizes at the end of the hour.
And that's a big prize bag.
It's a big one.
It is.
It's like the biggest prize pack we've ever given away, so stay tuned for that one. And then we will have more information about the coffee as well. So I know that you guys want to know about last week and the big hot mess that happened. So, I'll definitely give you the dirt because that's how we roll.
Well, let me roll it out first. So, we had been having problems over the weekend that weird things were kind of happening with the Facebook page. Michelle was getting comments or messages sent to her. and she's gotten them for years, and we just kind of usually ignore them. We don't really pay attention to it because we just figure it's just people being odd and sending her weird things. So we didn't think anything about it. We went through, we changed our passwords, we did all that like we always do. Well, then Monday we are sitting at the school waiting to pick up the kids, and all of a sudden we start getting messages. Looks like the page was hacked. Oh no, what do we do now? Because we're in an area where we don't have a Wi-Fi signal, or we don't have a good signal at all. So we're like, what do we do? What do we do? Mm-hmm. So we were able to get there, and a post was shared that looks like we shared it, which we never did. And I hope anybody who really knows us knows we wouldn't have done that. But
it was highly inappropriate. Let's say that. And I was in a bad signal area and freaked out.
Okay. And it shouldn't have been on Facebook either. I mean, even that thing should not have been there. But they shared it to our page, made it look like it was us. So as soon as we could, we were able to delete it and get it off there. That was the good thing that happened that day before everything took a turn for the worse. So we flew home from the boys' school. We get home, logging into our computers. Mike, Janelle's husband, Mike, who helps us on the tech side, gave me a call. He was talking to me and Michelle, and we're walking through it. And at that point, everything's still okay, but we knew something was happening. So all of a sudden, Mike is watching, and everybody's access on the Main Street Mouse is getting taken away.
So this, okay, we have Mike on speakerphone, and I'm like going into panic mode, and I started crying like a 2-year-old that like got his candy taken away. Seriously, I was like, no,
got a website taken away.
Because you don't even. I mean, some people understand, and then some people think, well, what's the big deal? Well, here, I'll tell you what the big deal is. For 9 years, we have built the Main Street Mouse on Facebook, and we've done so organically. We have not bought our followers. We have not cheated the system. And it was a lot easier to grow when we started.
It was much easier.
Nowadays, Facebook wants you to give them lots of money to grow, which we refuse to do.
And a lot of people told us, well, why can't you guys just start a new page? Because we would never get to the numbers we have now to start over. It's impossible.
Would never be able to reach almost 400,000 people with the way they do things now. So giving up was not an option. So when I started crying and having a fit, that's why I was so upset. Somebody probably thinks I'm crazy, but that's okay. So we're sitting there, and I'm watching this person take me out, like remove my admin access. Now, he couldn't delete me because I created the page. He just took me down to the lowest level to where I could do nothing.
But he had to log in. He had to hack into her account, go in as her. He created an account for himself through her account because she was the head admin. Mm-hmm. Then, as her, took her account and changed it down to the lowest form, making him the only admin and having the full power to do whatever he wanted, post whatever he wanted, because you probably would have seen a picture of the Haunted Mantic Mountain with an explanation of Splash Mountain, which was the first picture. He started blocking people. He started doing all kinds of things that we were sitting there and we had absolutely zero control. The one thing we did right away, and because of my research and things with Facebook, is I knew that we had to get to somebody at Facebook, and Facebook doesn't have a phone number to contact tech support. I scoured.
You can't call them. You have to put in a request on the computer and just hope and pray that somebody answers you.
And that takes 24 to 48 hours usually. And I knew that there's a way to delete a Facebook page within 24 hours if you request it. So I knew I had to get to somebody quickly so we could put the brakes on this from behind the scenes to stop it from going forward. Luckily, I was able to find a chat box that we were able to get a tech support person on, and they were able to kind of stop him from doing any more damage as far as deleting the page and such. But he did do a lot of damage. He went back and deleted, how far?
6 months. Okay, so in addition to me not being able to have control of the page that I've run for 9 years, that page is like my child. That page means so much to me because of you guys. Being able to share the magic with you every day like we do, I eat, sleep, and breathe it. And
She does.
have it gone, it broke my heart in a million pieces, and I felt so helpless. Like, how can this be happening? Who would do this to me? Why? And I'm one of those people that I want to know why. And when things like this happen, there are no answers. So at that point, I had to wipe my tears and get mad. Because one good thing that I saw was when this hacker put up the Haunted Mansion photo with the Splash Mountain description. You guys went in on this guy.
You guys
oh my gosh, that's not Michelle. That's not the Main Street Mouse. This is a hacker. Well, this guy was trying to delete all your comments. Anything that said hacker, he was deleting it.
There's actually a way in the Facebook page where you can go and you can delete posts based on one certain word in there, which we found out after we got back to the page, is that he had hacker
Michelle
in the description.
Atwood?
Michelle Atwood in the description, so that way if anybody said any of that, it automatically didn't show the post and nobody got to see it. A lot of people ask us, why would somebody do this? And quickly put, if you've ever heard of ransomware, and that's exactly what he did. He was holding our page hostage, wanting money from us. That's what they do. They grab the page, they take all your access away, and then they say, okay, if you send me $1,500, $2,000, $10,000.
No, we didn't know. We don't know what he was asking because we did not engage.
Facebook told us not to engage in the messages he was sending us. They told us to stay out of there because you don't want to give him any kind of fuel to keep running with. So we avoided it at all costs. But that's what it was. He wanted money from us to release the page back to us. We weren't doing that.
No.
There was no way that was going to happen.
But instead. I kind of went crazy because I was not about to let this happen.
Right.
And he had to keep telling me, calm down. Well, I was not about to calm down because this was too important to me. So what did I open, like 4 help tickets before midnight? And then finally I kind of went a little bit psycho and I told them, I said, look, this is really important. This is my page. It's an obvious hack. I have people that depend on me. I need you to help me. And then they're like, okay, ma'am, well, we'll expedite it.
We talked to Facebook chat then like 5 times until 1 in the morning. We were up till 1 in the morning waiting for them to get back to us.
And they said a supervisor is going to call you. Can I have your phone number?
That was at 8:30?
Here I am, like with my eyes, couldn't keep my eyes open, waiting for a supervisor to call. Well, I ended up falling asleep on the couch with my phone on my lap, and finally he made me go to bed because it's not healthy to stew all night long. Right. And a supervisor never called. Shocker.
Not until midday the next day. It was what was it? It was probably about 2:30 the next day. Finally, a supervisor called us.
And you want to hear the craziest part? I was vacuuming when they called. So I missed the call, and then they left a message on the machine. So I went to call my voicemail back, and they're like, oh, sorry, you can't use that number. So anyway, finally, long story short, I barely slept last week. I was upset all week. I'm like, I don't understand this. How can this happen? Blah, 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 talking to Facebook. And then I was just at my breaking point. Do you ever get that where you're just like, I've had enough. Like
I had to talk her off the ledge.
I'm done. Like Friday night, I was about to have a literal meltdown. And he goes, why don't you check the back end, like the business manager of the Main Street Mouse?
Now, understand at this point, Facebook had already told us earlier in the day there was no resolution yet, that we didn't have the page back. They had stopped the guy, they blocked the guy, but they hadn't turned the page back over to us. Right. We're not sure as to why. We still hadn't heard from Facebook as of today, Monday at 7:30. They still have not contacted us to let us know our page is back. But I'll let you finish your story now.
I lost it. But anyway, so he told me to go in the back end of the business manager, just see if you can get a hold of it. So we went in the back, and all of a sudden, like, the fake accounts were gone. I was able to get my admin rights back. I was able to start cleaning up the page. And I started doing so right away. I put a message up late Friday saying, we're back. Thank you for your patience. And I was shaking and crying when it came back up because it was such a relief to me because, I put my heart and soul into the Main Street Mouse, and the fact that somebody tried to take that from me, I couldn't fathom it, and I wasn't going to accept it. I know I sounded crazy, but you know what? No, that's what I've done for 9 years, and that's what I hope to do for another 9 years. And I wasn't going to let somebody take that from me. I really believe that if God blesses you with a platform, you have to do good things with it. And that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to continue to do. And I just thank you all so much for waiting for me, waiting for us to come back, being understanding, reaching out to us. Is there anything that we can do to help you? We had some of our other colleagues in this business, a couple of the other sites had reached out to us because they know what a detrimental thing is to a small business to lose your following or be frozen, especially when you have a big following on Facebook. So we did have some people reach out. And, through something bad, something great happened because it was a wake-up call for me to not sweat the small stuff and learn to appreciate things and not get myself all worked up over things all the time. Because when something big happens and you're like, oh, shoot, well, it could be worse. And it was worse for a while. I just felt really defeated, but there's a lot of people, including, a lot of you that are watching that help lift us back up, and I thank you for that. And if this shows me anything, that the girl from Michigan who started this would have been crying and probably would have rolled over and played dead and been done. Yep. This girl here does not give up anymore, and I will never let somebody take away what we've built. Look at me, I'm getting all mad. Never.
I know, she's won and she's still mad. So
yeah, I won. We won. We all won. And you know what? Main Street Mouse is going to be better and stronger than ever. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We thank you.
Yes, definitely.
And our staff never wavered either. They're like, calm down. We're going to get it back. It's going to be fine. And you know what? It was fine. But please learn something.
That's what I was going to say, dude.
Learn protect yourselves. If you have a small business page, if you have a big business page, if you have something that you want to keep on lockdown, there's what do you call that?
It's called two-factor authentication. And Facebook has, actually every social media site has it, and we have it now across the board. Some of us had it, some of us didn't. We're not exactly sure how he got in. We just know he got into Michelle's account, and that's when all crap broke loose. So even if it's just your personal page, I would highly recommend turning on two-factor authentication. If you go into your settings and you'll find it in security and privacy, you'll see something there called two-step verification. Go ahead and put that in. What it does is that if somebody tries to log into your account, your phone is going to let you know. It's going to alert you. We actually have it set up in Messenger now that we get messages that somebody's trying to log in your account at this time from this city and state. Is this you? And we can actually deny them right there from if somebody does try to get in. So please make sure you set that up for yourself. Don't let what happened to us happen to you. Take preventative measures, and we did this across all of our platforms now. So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook are all secured now, including the website. We've also secured that down, locked it down to where we don't have to worry about anything like this in the future. But it has been a big lesson.
It was a big lesson. And you know what's so funny is a couple weeks ago we were talking, and I don't remember what even brought it up, but it was like, and I say things and I put it out into the world sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have, because I said, gosh, one of my biggest fears is losing our Facebook page. The week before she said that to me. And what happens? I lost the Facebook page. So it's, but you guys are gosh, you guys are tough and you're fierce. I mean, the
unity was I kept telling her.
Oh my God!
We sat there. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday night, and we were both kind of still. What is going on? Why can't we touch our page? And I kept saying to her, I said, "But look at how many people just until something bad happens. Usually, you don't see that." Mm-mm. And the way you guys reacted when this horrible human being came up and tried to destroy what we built, you guys were awesome. I mean, honestly, you guys make it all worthwhile that what we do is for you guys. What we do every day when we're at the parks, anybody knows we don't make a fortune off the Main Street Miles. We don't make much off the Main Street Miles, honestly. It's a labor of love. And because of what you guys do, it just showed us that we're doing the right thing.
Main Street Miles has an army behind us. We really do. And what a blessing.
Well, that's the one thing I was talking to, because Michelle didn't know, because of my background in tech support, I knew kind of how to talk to these people who we were talking to, so I kind of was talking as her to them over chat.
I'm like, here, and I'm just getting emotional.
and I told the one person, and they said, we have never seen so many reported frauds on a page in their existence. That person had said, I've never seen so many people report a page as they have for you guys. And that said something, because Facebook has billions of users worldwide. Billions. And the fact that our Main Street Miles, with our 400,000 followers almost, set them thinking, wow, why are so many people reporting that? It just shows how much you guys do care, that you took a minute out of your time to report this page to some guy who didn't bother you. I mean, it didn't attack your page, he attacked ours, so that you guys cared enough about us. Just that it blew me away, and it still does.
You guys took him down. I mean, and we know it's a fake account. I mean, we know that that's not his real name. We know all of those things. But you guys went after him with like virtual baseball bats. I mean, you were like, don't mess with my
And if I ever find him, I will use a virtual baseball bat.
And that's the thing. I've had people. I had a media event last week, which we're going to talk about. And at the media event, like some of my colleagues were like, "Oh, do you think it could be so and so? Do you think it could be this, Quebec?" And I'm like, sadly, I'll never know who thought it would be really funny to do this to me, to us, whatever. And I've been a target for years in the Disney community, just because, I don't know, because I'm female, because I'm nice, because I'm whatever. But you didn't win, and it doesn't matter.
And we have a lot of our I hate to use the word competitor sites, I mean, because that's what they are, but a lot of them become our friends. Yeah. And we go to these media events, and these are the people we went on the cruise, we were with these people. They really have become friends, and there's a group of us that we just genuinely care about one another as humans.
And they reached out to us like, oh my gosh, you know. And for our colleagues in the Disney blogging community, I want to thank you guys as well if you're watching, because the kindness that you showed us has been amazing, and we got you if anything ever happened.
One of them was out of the country. And he even asked Michelle what was going on when we got back, because
thank
he knew.
You.
So yeah,
you really do see a lot of goodness in people when bad things happen. So, but we are back. And if God forbid something were to happen like this again, at least you guys know that it won't go down without a fight.
No, we won't stop the fight at all.
No, so thank you.
The only thing it's taught us is that we need to really spread ourselves out, be on Facebook. We also need to be more on Instagram, more on Twitter, more on YouTube. That way, if something were to, not that it's going to, but if something were to ever happen again, we still have another way to get to you guys. And just don't always forget, the Main Street Mouse the site is always up and running.
Even if Facebook is down, even if Instagram is down, the mainstreetmouse.com is up and running every day.
Yes.
So.
And we're still doing blogs. Even that whole week we were down, we were still putting out news. We were trying our best. We had to share from our personal profiles, sharing to the nation.
Yeah.
If you're not a member of the nation, please go join TMSM Fan Nation. You can find that off the Main Street Mouse main page on Facebook. It's a group. Join the group. There's 14,000 people in there that just love Disney as much as you do.
And it's a family-friendly Disney community. We don't allow any fighting, any being mean, any name-calling, any of that stuff.
And everybody calls their TMSM family Ohana. And that's what it would be for you also. You could join the Ohana there. Come on, join. Yeah, so please get in there. They won't ever shut us down again. And
if they do, man,
we're going after them.
You guys got us.
Next time we're going to do a GoFundMe, and we're going to fly me to wherever this guy is. Because Facebook told us he was jumping all over this. They said this guy is good. He was jumping all over the map, moving his IP address from country to country, and they were right on his tail. And they could have shut him down quickly and stopped it all, but Facebook wanted to catch this guy. And I completely understand from their point of view. When I worked in product support and security, I get it. You want to stop guys like this. That's what your job is. So that's what they were trying to do. And
But from our perspective, it was frustrating because it was an obvious hack. I told them, if you go back 9 years and see the main person that's been posting on that page has been me, or it's been my admins. There's never been anybody with these names on there before. So from a logical perspective, that's what was frustrating for me. And I was really frustrating too because did I mention that we have a new coffee? A Main Street Mouse
and that was
coffee?
supposed to come out last week. And that's the other thing. We've already talked.
It smells good. Sorry.
I know it does. I can smell
the churro
in here.
It smells so good.
But last week, we were supposed to unveil the coffee. That's been done now. We're going to have a prize pack later in the show, so stay tuned to try to win that prize pack. But Scotty Too Hottie and Stacy D, who were going to be on last week's show, they are going to come back, so we are going to get them rescheduled.
Yes.
When I reached out to Scott a couple hours before the show was posted, and I just told him what happened, he expressed his sympathies that he's sorry it happened.
And that he would come back.
He would reschedule it to come back because they really want to do the show. So thank you to them for wanting to do that. But thank you guys so much. You guys really showed us that you guys are true TMSM. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate that. It's the greatest honor to us to have you guys want to hear from us.
That we're just silly and ourselves, and you guys like it. And
I don't know why.
I don't know why, but thank you. And did I mention we have a coffee? I'm so excited, you guys.
Now you know what you could do is you brew this coffee, and if you like creamer, and you get that chocolate Hershey's creamer.
And you can have chocolate churros. Okay, so you know how Magic Kingdom has the chocolate dip churros? Chocolate creamer.
And it doesn't. The coffee is really good. I know a lot of people are going, I don't want to taste cinnamon coffee. It's not really a strong. No, it's good. You got to give it a shot.
It is so good. Yes. And it's good cold, it's good hot. If anybody who's just joining us and missed the coffee announcement, Main Street Mouse and Coffee Shop of Horrors teamed up and we have our own coffee. So, and there is a link in there, and there's a blog going out after the show to tell you all about our coffee, with part of the proceeds going to Give Kids the World. So, okay.
So that explains the hack. We're done with it. We're not going to give that guy any more attention. We just want to let you guys know what was going on. And we told him about this announcement. What did we get? It was a coffee? Is that what it was? We got our own coffee now?
Wow.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes. And did you know that it has a cartoon me in Madame Leona's ball?
I know, that was
Suzanne.
Suzanne made the Michelle is that, and then I put it inside the ball, and then I put it with the wallpaper and stuff.
And we sent it to their artist,
and
they used the walltograph and the candles and the wallpaper, and boom,
coffee.
Here we go.
We have coffee. Main
Street Mouse coffee. So
okay, so let's go to something else though. So during all last week's chaos and everything, it was Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. Michelle fell asleep on the couch because she hadn't slept all week, and she woke up. And I had actually dozed off also because neither one of us really slept.
Because, we're not sleeping because we were under attack.
We don't sleep anyway. On a normal week, we don't sleep either. But she wakes up and her phone buzzed. And I woke up and I look at her and I thought, oh, no, what happened now? Because if it's good or bad, she uses kind of the same look on her face a lot of times. It's just like that look of, what? So last week, Michelle got an email from Disneyland that was inviting us to attend the opening festivities of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland next month, at the end of May. And we're like, oh my gosh, we've never been invited to Disneyland for anything like that before. And this is the biggest land opening in Disney's history, I would have to say. It's going to be huge. The talk, the speculation, everything that's been going on with this since they first announced it's been huge. And for them to invite us to be a part of that.
I really thought I was dreaming because I have issues if you didn't figure out. I have like
cuckoo. No, I'm just joking.
I'm a level.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, so like I have these like issues where like I'll fall asleep and I like can't wake myself back up. So I was having like these sleeping issues like on the couch. Judge Judy's playing in the background, whatever. And and I'm already like upset about everything else. So I wake up and I kept checking my email because I'm waiting to hear from Facebook. And it was Wednesday, and I'm still waiting to get the page back. So I opened the email, and I was like, my contacts were dry, and I'm like, what is that? And then, so I'm sitting there, like, trying to read this email, and he's going, what is it? What is it? And I'm
because
like,
she doesn't tell me anything. She probably told all the girls, and I still didn't know.
So, yeah, no, I didn't. In all fairness, okay, sometimes I do tell Suzanne, and Janelle and Lindsay.
And then she tells me, well, I told you. Well, no, you didn't. We told all them. I have no clue what's going on.
So yeah. So sometimes I do tell my girls before you.
I know you do.
I'm sorry.
They tell me you do.
So.
Why do you think I keep in touch with Suzanne? Because she'll be like, did you know about this?
Suzanne, really? Anyway, so I opened the email. And it was all, I should have brought the printout. It was all those like flashy.
Made it look very high tech and futuristic.
I'm like, what is this? So I opened it, and it was an invitation to cover the opening of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland. Now, what's really weird is that when you cover events for Disney World, usually they'll give you like a go before you know, or they'll give you something like a week or two ahead of time, and it has detail. It has like your dates, your times, or whatever. And then with this one, it was all flash and whatever and exciting.
Very basic, though,
as
far
as
as
the information. And it didn't have much information
in
it. So I was like, well, I'm going to RSVP because I'm going to go. But I didn't have a lot of information. So I still don't know a whole lot of the details. I know I have a 2-day media blitz, the 29th and the 30th.
And then the land opens on the 31st. So actually, it's going to be the 2 days prior to that. Which we're assuming that the 29th is a media day, media preview of the land. The 30th is the dedication, and all that festivities.
Now we don't know. We don't know what all this is going to entail. Now, when they sent me the invitation, like I said, it's all flash and not a whole lot of information. But as soon as I find out what my schedule is going to be,
because we are going.
Because we are.
I don't know if I made that clear. Because some people said you got to go. We will be there. We are leaving the day before it all starts, and Michelle and I will be there till Friday night to cover as much as we can. I don't know if we're going to get into Star Wars Land the day it opens.
You know what? Here's how I'm looking at this. Now, 2 years ago, when we got to do the media weekend for Pandora, we did the media days, but then on opening day, we didn't go deal with Pandora because we had already seen it. I like to take advantage of these events because it's the best opportunity to get photos, like at Toy Story Land last year. To get photos of the attractions, the building, the food stands, the merchandise, with hardly any people in the land itself. And as you know, I take a lot of pictures. So I'm going to get as many pictures as I can during the media event. So that way, on opening day, when all the masses hit, at least I'll already have my coverage, and you guys will already have seen, hopefully, if we're watching.
So our goal is, because we don't know if we'll both be invited to every event that they have leading up to it, I'm going to be outside of the media area. Michelle's going to be dropping me all the information. I'm going to be pushing out as fast as I can, making heads or tails of whatever she sends over to me and send it out to you guys. So you guys will get play-by-play as we're there the entire time. So just stay tuned those days. We'll be doing as much coverage as we can. If Michelle can go live during
If I could go live, I will. Now, here's my only issue with that. As long as Disney doesn't mind, which at Toy Story Land, they didn't care. Because I know a lot of you watched when I was walking through Toy Story Land the first time that I was able to go live, and I had you guys walk with me so that we could share it together. My only thing is I'm going to give you guys plenty of warning as soon as I know my itinerary, because there are people out there who get mad at sites like ours and accuse us for being a spoiler. Like, I don't want to see what the land looks like until I go. And okay, I fully get that. So,
but with most of us realizing we won't hit the land until 2020, it might change by the time you get there. That's the whole thing.
So, I mean well by showing you all these things. I will tell you ahead of time what's what.
We'll do notifications.
Yeah. So if you do not want spoilers, then do not watch my coverage at Disneyland for Galaxy's Edge.
But what I figure is in the evening when Michelle and I are back at the room and we're settling down for the night, we can always do a blog. She can always do a write up of what she's experienced that day to share with you guys even better.
Or we can do a live show out there. We could not in our office, but we can set up a camera and do a live show out there.
Because that weekend's very hectic for us. The week before that, Michelle's family's coming into town. Andrew's graduating. So it's a big week for us. And actually her family's staying and we're leaving.
We're all leaving at the same time. Yes. Like my parents are leaving to go back to Detroit and we're going to be leaving to go to California. And then somebody had said, oh, you guys have a big, you're going to California twice. Yes.
Yes, we do.
We are going to D23 in August, but we're going to stay like a whole week.
Before.
Huh?
The week before.
Yeah, we're going to actually stay and do the parks and stuff and actually try to have some family time. The trip at the end of May is a work trip.
It is.
So
it's going to be a busy 4.5 days of running.
And I'm going to be busting my butt to get good coverage because that's what I do, and I go in work mode and I can't shut it off. So it's going to be good.
And then there's certain things we want to see in Disneyland because we've never covered it. When we were out there in 2017, Paint the Night was not going on at the time. So I'm very excited to see Paint the Night live, and I plan to film it and load it to our YouTube channel. And we also plan to get World of Color again, just everything we can. So we're going to try to get as much. It truly will be a work trip for us. Michelle and I are going to bust our butts from park opening to park close every day. When she's not in meetings, I'll be covering the park, and we're going to try to get as much information for you guys as we can. While we're there, as much videos, as much photos, as much info.
So those couple of days, you guys are going to want to put your notifications on Facebook for live.
You might want to turn them off because it might be blowing
up. Or you might not want to pay attention.
Well, let me say this, though. While we're talking about live video, there is a new way that you can get notified of through text alerts of when we're going to go live. We have not used the feature yet. We were going to use it tonight, and I did some other stuff trying to get everything ready, and it honestly slipped my mind to get it done right before the show started. But we are going to start using that. So when we're in the parks, maybe on the weekends, we're going to go live and show you guys happily ever after. We will send out a text alert to let everybody know we're going to go live, and you guys can tune in. So you can sign up for that. At the end of the show, I will have a screen go up that will show you the number to text, and then we'll add you to our list automatically.
Yeah, because we don't want you to miss our fun little shows. And if you happen to miss our fun little shows, they do stay live on the Facebook page pinned to the top when it's working. I'm kidding. And then the download goes to our YouTube channel, correct. So you can actually go back and watch all of our shows from the past year if you go to YouTube at the Main Street Mouse.
And actually, we've started taking the audio from each show and we're uploading it to the podcast network on Apple. So you can actually, if you do a search for TMSM on Apple Podcasts, you can find our podcast of these episodes that we're putting up there so you guys can listen to them if you don't have a chance to watch them or if you just want to listen to them while you're driving or whatever.
True. Do you know how great this is? I just had a moment. This is so great.
I was going to say, because I looked at you, you didn't say anything. I'm like, she's out of it.
No, because like a week ago, I thought, what if we don't get to do this anymore?
Right.
What if we have to start over? What if? Because that's what I do. So.
Not you.
I know. So I'm actually really happy to be back. So, okay. And did I tell you that we have our own coffee?
But you guys didn't see. We were like really... we're 40 minutes into the show. We really haven't covered much at all.
Sorry.
So we really need to get moving.
Are you guys bored? I hope not.
Some are starting to drop off a little bit. So let's get going. So the next thing we want to talk about is last week on, was it Thursday? Or was it Wednesday you went to? So it was last Thursday. Michelle was invited with a lot of media, actually, a lot of the bigger news
not
networks.
Not bloggers. It was like news channels.
The real media outlets were. Sorry to say it that way, but like Fox and ABC and CBS, Orlando Sentinel, all of them were invited to go tour the new solar panels field. For Disney, and if you want to go ahead and tell them a little bit about that and. What it was like, and I can give details.
So Disney, I put out a blog and I did a couple of videos. They're on our YouTube channel. I got it honestly, They had us meet at Coronado Springs and take a bus over to the solar panel site. It felt like a field trip, like when I was in elementary school. It was you go to the science center, go.
And let me just say this: I know a lot of people see the solar panel field that's by Epcot. That's not where they went. They went to a much larger field of panels on the other side of property.
Yeah, actually, which I didn't realize, the big solar panel field for Walt Disney World is out the 423.
429.
I always say 420 something.
429.
429. See, I don't know, 420 something. So it's like right on the other side of property, off the freeway. There's a huge area of solar panels. So they had told us, like, if you have to use the restroom or anything, to do so at the hotel because there's nothing out there. And truly, there's nothing out there but just tons and tons of solar panels.
It's actually 500,000 solar panels are out there.
It was it was really interesting. But we learned a lot, and these solar panels are big enough and strong enough to power 2 theme parks. It's really fascinating what they do.
Like I said, there's 500,000 solar panels in this area, and the panels actually follow the sun. So as the sun moves, the panels move to face it, so they get.
And you hear them move when you're out there. I forgot to tell you that part. When you're standing there, and you're in this field, and there's nothing there except for solar panels, and you hear like this type of noise, awesome. And you hear them shift a little bit. It was very interesting.
It is. It's very cool. So just to give you guys a couple of the numbers, the field is 270 acres, and it's actually the size of the Magic Kingdom twice of just solar panels. So it's a huge place. And like Michelle was saying, there was nothing out there but panels. She said they actually had to set up an umbrella for the people to stand under to talk because of just nothing.
It really was like a field trip, like for science class. So but if you want to see footage of said panels in said field, you can go on our YouTube channel at Mainstream.
And before somebody asks, no, you can't take a tour of the panel. This is kind of how Disney was doing it. They were showing it to the media to share with their readers.
Yeah, so you can't take a tour. Somebody did ask the Disney reps that were on the site, you cannot go tour the panels. And honestly, there's nothing out there except for panels to see. Right. So it was more of an educational trip than something like they have educational tours at Epcot and different things. This is not that. No, this is not that.
And if you ever do see the panels that are near Epcot, if you ever can see an overhead view, it's actually a big Mickey head.
Yeah, but that's not the one I was at.
No, that's not the one she was at. She was at the much larger one, which now I know what those panels were because I've seen them when we're driving on 429. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of panels.
Isn't the nice Walmart out there?
Yes.
Okay.
The nice Walmart. As opposed to the bad Walmart. Sorry the way you said that.
Buy the nice Walmart.
No offense, Walmart. Unless they want to sell our coffee. No, it's for the coffee. Anyway, okay, so is that all you got on the panels?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Next, yesterday being Easter, we hope you all had a wonderful Easter. We went to the Edison in Disney Springs, which was the first time we had ever gone there to eat. We went to a kind of a late lunch, early dinner because the boys have school the next day, and they're really funny about not wanting to be out too late. They want to get home and relax before the school week begins. So we made a reservation for the Edison. We had never really been in there more than the...
I poked my nose in there a few times because we actually, for our meetup last year, we were going to do Friday night at the Edison, and we ended up doing Planet Hollywood instead and all. Anyway,
everybody was tired and the dancing afterwards.
But they do have entertainment at the Edison.
It's really cool the way they decorated that place. If you haven't been there, you might want to check it out. Like I said, we had lunch. Andrew and I both had the Edison burger, which was pretty good. Their fries are amazing.
Oh my gosh, like the best fries. So I've been dieting, and I'm hungry most of the time. And
I am too, and I'm not dieting. Figure that one out.
Okay, so hey, I got events coming up. I'm trying to look better. So
I'm gonna eat at those too.
I got what they call the Impossible Burger, which is a vegan hamburger. Would you call that a vegan burger?
It's a vegan burger.
So I got this burger. Now, okay, so I posted on my Michelle Atwood page, and some of you might have already read it because I'm weird and quirky, and you guys know this. And if you don't, you'll learn it if you watch our show. So I found it very strange to me that this burger looked like a burger. And if I'm going to eat meat, I'm not a big meat eater because I'm a big animal person and whatever else, but I eat chicken. But anyway, so the burger...
It's just the cow she has a problem with. Chicken, she don't care.
I don't eat pork either. So
and little piggies.
Aw, piggies.
Mine's right, Jack. That's fine.
Because piggies look like my dog. So the burger looked like a real burger. Now, if I do eat meat, it has to be well done. I mean, it has to be well done. Aren't I weird about that?
It's got to be as dry as dirt for her to want it. She's not kidding. If there's even the slightest bit of pink in there, no. You know how some good meat sometimes looks red even though it's not? She's like, that's red, it's raw, I'm going to get salmonella. No, you're not going to get
salmonella! Okay, so anyway.
Right under the buzz there. Boom, boom, boom.
I do. I think you're going to get salmonella from, like, everything. So anyway, so the burger looked pink on the inside. In my mental head, I was like, oh, it's not cooked all the way. But it's not beef. So I had a really hard, like, struggle.
I thought I said it was probably a beef. Or tomato.
Maybe. I don't know. But I had a hard time eating it. Not because it tasted bad, but in my head it wasn't cooked. But it was cooked, but it was beef. So what I ended up doing, because I'm on a diet, is I took it off the bun, because, you know, carbs are bad. And I asked for cheddar on it, and she goes, well, you know, this is a vegan dish. I'm like, right, but I'm not a vegan. I want cheese on it. So I had them put cheese, and I had, like, some ketchup and stuff on it. So I ate just the weird patty with the cheese and the ketchup.
Some of them, because last year we were at a media event at Typhoon Lagoon, and they had what they call Impossible Burgers, and I didn't even pay attention.
Why
to
are they impossible?
I don't know, because it's impossible to not think it's a burger. But they had one there, and I thought it was good, actually. I didn't even realize it was vegetarian burger, and I ate it. They had all kinds of stuff on it. It's just, you put a ton of toppings on it, you can't tell. The beef is the littlest part. I will say, their food was good, the hamburgers were okay, but Enzo's Hideaway burger blows that one away.
We were talking about the Edison.
I know, but if you want a good burger, go to Enzo's Hideaway.
Okay.
It's underneath, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, the menu at the Edison isn't super big, but from what I understand, they have a nice drink menu, which I had a Diet Coke, so I don't know about that for sure, but I would love to find out.
And Aiden had the French dip, and it looked really good, actually.
Yeah.
French dip looked really good.
Yeah, and the fries were fantastic. And when you are dieting and hungry, and they put fries in front of you, oh, it made them even better. I hadn't had fries in I don't know how long. But man, they were good.
She ate something yesterday.
They could have been the crappiest fries ever.
She would have loved them.
But those fries were awesome because I don't eat fries anymore. But it was Easter and I ate fries. So
Easter Bunny brought some fries.
The Easter Bunny brought me some fries. Happy Easter.
So if you haven't been to the Edison, check it out. They do have live entertainment during the weekends. Is that correct? Or is it nightly?
Yeah.
Is it nightly or the
Thursday
weekend?
through Sunday at 9:30. They have a band, and they have some, like, sort of stage performers. But it's for adults, but it's not adult performers, you know what I mean?
She said though there was some nights they have acrobats come through the ceiling area and do flips and stuff. And
see, I totally want to go to the Edison night. No, when I heard that there was going to be a DJ there, because originally it was a DJ. Now, I'm all about that. I mean, if you've watched the show, you know I'm all about that.
She likes to get the bass pumping.
I love techno music. But anyway, so now I understand it's a band.
Boom, boom.
But I guess I would still go check it out.
And the way she described it is the band plays pop hits, but they do it jazzy. So it's kind of like that postmodern jukebox type music, I believe. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't know. Maybe we should go find it out. A field trip, maybe. All right, my locals, where are you? Let's go.
They're all watching.
Let's go check it out. Janelle, Lindsay. Field trip.
Michelle Perkins is in.
Michelle Perkins, let's do it.
Okay. So let's move on from there. These are so funny. So are you good with the Edison now?
I'm good now. I'm good, yeah.
Okay. So next, I just want to give a quick mention that this week is the biggest movie week of the year for every person on the face of the planet because Marvel's Endgame debuts. And if you don't like Marvel's Endgame, prove me wrong. It's just, I'm so excited about this movie. I'm actually going Thursday night at 5 to the fan event, and then we're all going together with Lindsay and her family on Friday night, I think at 6, which I have to check because Lindsay asked me to check the time. So we're all going to go there. I'm just so excited about this movie. I've been doing my best to avoid reading too much. I know a little bit about the movie, which I'm kind of mad. I tricked myself.
Did we talk about that you're going to the movies? Did we talk about that 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. About you going to the movies by yourself.
Yeah, because I was stressing out. The tickets went on sale, and we were all supposed to go to the fan event, and I ended up not being able to get enough seats at the fan event. And Michelle's like, just go. You just go. You're the one that loves it the most. You go. So I'm going to see it. Never been in the movies by myself, ever. Going Friday night by myself to watch Endgame. I'll be crying.
Thursday night.
Thursday. I'll be crying like a little baby if things happen the way they will.
I told him he's not allowed to look at us or tell us anything because we're going on Friday.
I told them all to be in bed when I get home.
Just don't even look at me. I just don't want to know.
Look at me. So we shall see what happens. I'm hoping As long as Cat doesn't die, I'm good. I have a feeling he's going.
And you know what? Oh, good segue. You know what I hope about the movie? I know you're going to be really surprised.
That's why I brought that part up.
You like that? Like that whole segue? You know what I'm looking forward to? Can anybody guess? Come on.
Somebody's got to know.
Somebody's got to guess.
You got to remember they're about 30 seconds. They haven't caught up yet.
Somebody tell me what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully. Let me get my prop in the meantime.
Sorry, Kevin. Kevin just said, what, you're going Thursday? They only had one ticket. Michelle said to go.
Kevin, I'm not even going. I'm staying home with the boys, so. Michelle Perkins guessed it. Ding, ding, ding. Boom. This is what I'm looking forward to. Now, this is what, wait, I'll make sure there's no glare on it. Can you see my, prize possession?
It's not up yet. I'm looking at it right now.
Hold on. So, we talked about this a couple weeks ago that Scott had bought me at Spooky Empire. It is a Tom Hiddleston signed poster of Tom Hiddleston dressed like Loki, who's my favoriteest ever.
I believe that's from Thor Dark World.
And his signature is right there. So, yes.
There you go. You just now lifted it up.
All right.
They just now saw it. Oh, you got glare. Oh, they can see it.
Can you guys see it? Okay, so yeah, here's my. I feel like I'm such a child. Here's my Loki posters, my signed Loki.
What's funny is she made fun of me for all my autograph stuff because I'm looking at my pops because they're behind the camera and I'm like, there's my Hulk pop, there's my brother, and then she's got her Loki poster and that's the greatest thing on earth to her.
It's signed. This is the closest I'll ever get to Tom Hiddleston.
He touched the paper.
He touched that paper. He signed it. So that's a big deal to me. It's
almost
like meeting him. Almost. Well, not quite, but still. It's still, pretty cool. So.
Those dreams you have that you say you have your dreams. So I will not, I promise next week, I don't know if I'll be here or Scotty and Stacy will be here.
Did you ask them yet?
I got to talk to him this week.
Okay.
But I promise I will not spoil the movie for at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
I'll give you 3 weeks.
Okay, so we can talk about it next week. We can have a nice discussion about Endgame
Spoiler free,
but we're not going to spoil it.
Just make sure you are prepared to sit still for 3 hours and a minute.
I'm not sure how I'm going to get through that movie without going to the restroom.
And don't forget they do previews before the movie, so you got another 20 minutes. So it's actually probably about 3.5 hours of not getting
I
up.
don't think I can make it.
Fortunately for me, I will be fine. I can make it easily 3 hours, 4 hours.
Well, we'll see.
And I'll be sitting there with my Diet Coke and my popcorn bucket and a couple pretzels. See, pretzels, if you eat pretzels, those absorb water.
Oh, boy. So, okay, so anyway, we won't spoil it next week.
No, I promise I will not spoil it.
So do we want to talk about a prize pack before we go, or what?
Weren't you going to put that in a prize pack?
No, we're going to do something
different
on Instagram
for
the coffee, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so because it's our 1 year anniversary, we've done giveaways throughout the year, ears and the eggs from the Haunted Mansion, little things here and there. We decided we needed to give you guys a little something more, just to make it better for you guys to actually win something, because we really do care. And especially after the last week, we realized how much you guys really do mean to us, how much you guys really care about what we do. And so we want to give you a prize that was better for that. So we've gone through and we've gotten a few things, and if you want to go ahead and show them.
Well, yeah, definitely. You know what? We were going to give this away last week, as he said, but with the site getting hacked and all those horrible things, it's just been a really rough go of it. So I thought it would be really nice to give away a good prize as a thank you, not just for watching for the year, but for sticking by us through the ups and downs, and for being so wonderful to us last week when we basically almost fell apart. So, but almost is the key word.
Almost is key. We did not fall apart.
Okay, so okay, so this is for those of you, this is the reusable bag that you can purchase at Disney Springs, which is cute. And I think these are a souvenir in themselves, because,
so that's prize number one, the bag.
So the prize number one is the bag. Okay, so we have a goodie bag for you. So it's like Christmas. We're going to pull stuff out. So you're going to win everything that's in this bag.
One person will win this entire bag.
So we have a Hot Topic Evil Queen pop vinyl, and she has glitter.
It's the Diamond Collection exclusive one. So these are worth more than normal pops are.
Yes.
So this is definitely one that.
So she's really pretty with her dress is like a purple glitter.
And I will put a plastic shell around it to protect it during shipping.
Because these for those of you that collect pop vinyls, you know that you don't want your boxes damaged. Because I even know that. No.
And I got one damaged yet. So
okay.
Just putting that out there.
So next.
These eggs aren't there at all.
Yeah, the eggs are Cheryl. Okay, so next, we went to Disney Springs to get these. These are the new Wishables. And these are, I think we talked about them a little bit. They are the, you kind of take them around with you and take pictures with them in parks and just something cute. And the lady who created them, I think her name was Maria Stuckey, is that right?
Yep, that's Maria.
She signed this tag. We met Maria, who designed these little Wishables. So you're going to get an autographed Mickey Mouse.
And some of you who used to be Vinylmation collectors might remember Maria was one of the Vinylmation creators. So she did this whole first line, and she signed all of them for us. So we're giving away the Mickey Mouse one because we thought it'd be appropriate.
But wait, there's more.
What could be more?
Okay, from Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival, the
Violet Lemonade, aren't they?
Yeah, is it the Violet Lemonade? Is that what they?
I think it's on the side.
I always want to say lavender lemonade, but that's not it. It's Violet Lemonade. No, these are the special ears for the Flower and Garden Festival. It has little lemon slices on them and flowers, and on the side it says 2019 Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival on the side.
So the new with tags.
New tags.
New tags.
Okay, so we have these.
Those are adorbs.
But wait, there's more.
How could there be more?
And I told you it was going to be a good prize. And
oh my goodness!
A Disney Alex and Ani bracelet. It is a Mickey head, and it has like a little swirly pattern on it. I'm going to put pictures on our probably on our Instagram stories later, but. So you get the ears, the pop vinyl, the autographed Wishable, an Alex and Ani bracelet. The bag.
Wait, there's something more in here though.
Oh, wait, and because you guys are my people, and for those of you who don't have them yet,
you can give them away as gifts.
You can give them away as gifts if you already have them, but I will also send a signed copy of both of my books, Moving to Main Street USA. And our new kids' book, How Many Sleeps Till Disney.
Wow, that is a lot of gifts, Michelle. How would you win those? That was my best infomercial voice.
The coffee, somebody asked about the coffee. You can buy the coffee at Coffee Shop of Horrors, or you can learn how to win it when we announce that tomorrow. This giveaway right here is just for the happy anniversary.
And
the bag. So you're going to win all these wonderful things. Now, how do you win? You are going to win...
First, there's no purchase necessary.
Yeah.
Shipping is included.
That's right. So all you have to do is comment on this video, TMSM, and the city and state that you live in. Or if you don't live in the United States, tell us where you're from. So TMSM and your hometown.
Your hometown, where you're watching it from.
You can go on our YouTube channel once this video is loaded after the show. And you put TMSM and your city and state on our YouTube channel on this video, and that is another entry to win as well. So there is two opportunities to win on this video and on our YouTube channel.
Look at this, it's heavy. That's gonna cost more to ship. But shipping is included if you win.
And be sure, and you sharing these videos, I mean, any little extra that you do can up your chances to win this amazing prize. And then again, tomorrow, please follow on our Instagram. And then in a little bit, for those of you who are late to the party, maybe
if you would have had some coffee, you'd be more awake. You wouldn't have been late.
Those of you who are interested in our Spectral Churro blend made just for us. By the way, if you missed it, we are the only brand that they have at Coffee Shop of Horrors that has churro. This is brand new. They made it just for us. Yep. So
they had to go through the testing just right to where they were happy with it.
Testing and stuff. How cool is that? So again, the Spectral Churro Main Street Mouse blend at Coffee Shop of Horrors. You can there's links in this video. there will be a giveaway tomorrow on Instagram, so watch for that. And in about 9 o'clock or so, there will be a blog with all the information as well. And part of the proceeds do go to Give Kids the World. And you're probably going to hear me talk about this quite a bit in the next few weeks, so get ready because I'm excited and I think it's for a good cause. And we are, like I said, super excited that they had asked us to do this. And
so let's buy all of it.
Let's buy all the coffee because it's for a good cause.
All of it, and then maybe we can get different flavor down the road.
And yes, they also said that if we want to, that maybe there will be other flavors for Main Street Mouse Brew.
Maybe we can do something at the holiday time special.
Maybe holiday, maybe for
TMSM
Halloween. Spice. Maybe. So we'll see how it goes though. But this coffee is excellent. It's so good, and again, it's for a good cause. And I don't know anybody else who has their own coffee. Do you? No. No, it's just really exciting.
I don't know anybody.
And it's an honor to be asked, and we're really proud of the fact that Main Street Mouse has their own blend of coffee, and most people like coffee, and it's good hot or cold.
That is very true. That's very true. So are we pretty much done here?
I've
got a lot of screens to show these people this evening than normal. So one, I'm going to put up the coffee one again, just so you guys can see it. You can also see a little bit closer to the bag and what it looks like in the name. You will see Michelle's head inside, her cartoon head inside Madame Leota's ball there. But you can go to the link I had there at the bottom, www.tmsm.shop/coffee. That will take you directly to the Coffee Shop of Horrors website where you can order said coffee. Or you can also order any of their other flavors, which are all fantastic. But make sure you pick up the TMSM one. You got to try it.
Yes.
Definitely. So, like Michelle said, we will have a blog out in a little bit that will have all this information, and we will also have an ad on our site in a little bit that will also link to that. I also wanted to mention again the TMSM text alerts. You can sign up to follow us. So when we go live, you know about it. All you have to do to sign up is text TMSM live to the number 94253. That will add you to our list. We're trying not to send any more than maybe 8 texts a month, if that. We don't want to be bombarding you guys with text messages, but if you sign up there, you will get text alerts. We will do one at least for when the show goes live, and we'll also try to do maybe one in the park or 2 in the park a week if we can.
I'm going to just say mine's on a big delay. Anyway, go ahead.
But you'll be able to follow along with us that way, and you can unsubscribe at any time if you want to, so there's no problem there. The only charges would be if your data plan doesn't include free texting, so that would be the only thing you'd have to pay for out of that. Next, I'm going to give you our social media handles so you can follow us. Oh, wait, that's our social media handle. I'll give you those. So you can follow Michelle on Instagram at Michelle M. Atwood. Or you can, that's Michelle with one L, so it's MICHELEM Atwood, ATWOOD. Or you can follow myself, TMSM Avenger on Instagram. That way you guys can stay in touch and see what we're doing, especially when we're going to be at Disneyland. Next month. You'll be able to follow because I will be posting everything from Marvel area. The Main Street Mouse social medias, you can follow. Most likely you are following at The Main Street Mouse on Facebook. And we almost lost that.
We almost lost that. Like is still
there. We actually had to get that back because the guy had taken that away from us. So we had gotten that back. So on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, it's The Main Street Mouse. On Twitter, it's just Main Street Mouse. So you can follow us on all those social media handles. And I think that might be... Oh, wait, one more.
Oh, we got one more?
I got one more, and then I promise I won't show you guys any more tonight. But TMSM Radio is still out there. Kingdom Stroller sponsors that for us, and it's just a radio feed 24/7 of just Disney music that you can just listen to through your phone. So there's an app. So if you go to the App Store and just look up TMSM Radio, it's in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You can download that and listen to TMSM Radio anytime you want to. And like we said, it is completely free of charge for you. Just something to bring you back to the Disney magic. And also you can hear parades, you can hear fireworks music, you can hear all kinds of things. And I'll probably get some more audio when we're in California to add to that playlist for you guys. So I think I'm done with all my screens. I put a ton of them up there. I hope we didn't bombard you guys with those, but we wanted to pass along all that information.
Yeah, since we were missing a week, I know we had a lot to tell you and a lot to catch up on. Again, our apologies for missing our show last week. I'm sorry that we didn't get to announce the coffee last week. I'm sorry that we didn't get to give away our anniversary prize. I'm sorry that we didn't get to talk with Scotty Too Hottie, which was a big bummer, but we're going to get him on the show.
Yeah, him and Stacey will be on probably the next few weeks.
But the best part, again, is, this wonderful project that we have with Coffee Shop of Horrors, and
Definitely.
the fact that you guys rallied behind us, and it means everything. Sometimes doing this job and having the anxieties and the worry and everything else that I add on to myself all the time. I know it's a lot of people don't understand, but some of you do. And I'm my own worst critic, and I worry about everything. And with what happened last week, it was really hard. And I am so thankful that you guys stuck it out with us. And of course, we'll always fight to keep bringing you guys the best that we can.
Definitely.
And you guys are awesome because you really kicked that guy's butt, and I really appreciate it.
You did. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for sticking by us, for fighting for us, for going at Facebook and telling me, hey, get rid of this guy. We want our page back. And we can't tell you how much we appreciate that. So thank you so much. You guys are what makes the Main Street Mouse possible. You guys are what makes the Main Street Mouse there.
And if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
We'd still be in Michigan.
We would be. And I think it's another testament too, is that when you put your mind to things, that even when it's hard, even when there's obstacles, that you can definitely overcome. You just can't give up.
That's right. You never give up. Never give up. And if you win this prize pack, you can read Michelle's book and she'll tell you some more details about not giving up.
And this prize pack is pretty darn awesome, I must say. So.
No, I'm gonna have to have that.
And again, for anybody who just may have,
wandered in
to win this amazing prize pack, you want to comment TMSM and your city and state or wherever you live on this video. For extra entries, you can go to YouTube once this video is loaded to YouTube and do the same thing, TMSM and where you're from. And then this time next week, we will be announcing the winner of this awesome prize, and then we'll have a new prize for you to give away as well.
We're going to start giving you guys a prize every week, so make sure you tune in to see what each week's prize is.
Yeah, we're rewarding you for watching our random silliness. So, I mean, how great is that? So we have fun, we have laughs together, and you win stuff. So. And
no Marvel spoilers next Monday.
No Marvel spoilers, no.
So, but please, stay safe this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. The Endgame week, so I'm excited about that. Thank you guys so much again for last week, for sticking by us. It was phenomenal and really humbling for both of us to see the unity that you guys showed towards us and how much what TMSM means to each of you. So thank you. Thank you. We love you guys, and we will see you next Monday. Next Monday, same place, same time.
Have a great week, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Are we good?